attend to them all.
One of these days I'm going to start asking you questions in French. Just to test
don't
you.
do that to me.
I understand that you're the fellow to field the questions about the Health Authority CEO search. So what is the latest on that, please?
Well, first off, I mean, Karen has done such a remarkable job for Nova Scotia for the, I guess, almost 5 years she's been there. I mean, when you think about the progress over that time, it's absolutely kind of breathtaking. The list is still 60,000 people, but it's down to 6% of the population. That's, the app is such an effective tool. So some of the stuff we've done on some of the wait lists, it's really impressive. And actually, we won some pretty significant awards this week. Nova Scotia did on the national stage. So Karen's been remarkable for the province, and her contract is ending June 30th. I would see a role going forward. I'm really hopeful we continue to work with Karen, but in the role for the Health Authority, we're still considering that what happened there.
Sorry to step on you there. Will you have someone in place by the end of the month, or will you revert back to having Dr. Bootlier in an interim capacity?
Well, Dr. Bootler, when she stepped in for Karen there, I was incredibly impressed with her capabilities for sure. So there'll be somebody in place, but we've established a very capable team there. So I have great confidence in what happens there.
Is there a formal search process that's happening now? Like, has the job been posted? Are you accepting applications? How is this going?
Yeah, no, I don't think there's a formal process like that. There's lots of informal discussions happening. But I mean, between the work that Karen has done, the work that Dr. Bootlier has done for years with the Health Authority, and certainly when she's been asked to step up in more advanced leadership roles, she's been very capable there. So I think of the things I worry about, the leadership of the Health Authority is not one that I'm worried about at this point in time.
Are you down to a short list for the new CEO?
I'll be there, yeah.
On a different topic, I've heard some other premiers talk about this, so I'm just wondering your own view on data centers. Is that something that you want here in Nova Scotia? Is it something that we're pursuing in Nova Scotia? What's your view on that?
It's not something we're actively pursuing. I think there are discussions because just anecdotally, and what I hear around, because obviously we have a big push on energy generation. Like we're gonna produce a lot of energy in this province when Wind West is fully operationalized. The gas opportunities we have, more of the onshore winds, and we're going to generate significant amounts of energy in this province. I'm very confident in that over some time frame, and at that point in time, that would be a more appropriate discussion, I think. But what I would say to Nova Scotians is the world runs on data. There's no question we're all using more of it, and we'll continue to use more of it. But we would have a complete evaluation of what can be done safely and what would be the benefit to Nova Scotians. That will be the criteria when that discussion happens, but we're not there yet.
Is it fair to say that energy availability for us right now would be a limiting factor in the ability to go ahead with a project like that?
Today, yes.
Yeah. If we got a data center in the future, would that increase the need for backstop power? Because wind doesn't blow all the time, so
I wouldn't like it. The discussion's so far in the future, but yes, I mean there wouldn't be a commitment to a data center unless we could fully supply the energy without any risk to Nova Scotians. It would only be something that could be done safely and that would benefit Nova Scotians. We wouldn't put Nova Scotians' grid at risk, and we wouldn't put their health at risk.
Have you looked, has the government been looking at what's happened in other jurisdictions that got large data centers?
There's an awareness, yes, but we're not actively pursuing data centers, so there's no active file anywhere, so it's not a top priority.
Yeah, there's no proposal in front of you.
There's no proposals. I mean, certainly people talk to me about, well, Nova Scotia would be a great place for a data center, but there's never anything past that. It's not a today thing, not even a tomorrow thing. Might be in the future at some point.
Sorry to ask you about the QP deal, but Minister Adams isn't here this week, so lucky.
All fallen.
So there's a tentative agreement. There's a tentative agreement that, from what I understand, is still being voted on by locals. I'm sure you can't tell me the details of the tentative agreement at this point, but I'm wondering if you could tell me, is there anything in that tentative agreement that would trigger a Me Too clause with other unions? That was something that the government was concerned about.
I mean, so that was a difficult 8-week period for sure. Difficult for residents, difficult for family, difficult for workers. And I would say we all, as elected officials, we know all those workers and families and residents. So it was difficult. It was difficult for the government. So I was glad we were able to reach a tentative agreement. And I would say I'm really thankful to the QP national leadership, Mark Hancock. He came to Nova Scotia. I did speak to him. I was really, really impressed by him, actually. I'm really glad that he got involved. So we've reached a tentative agreement, which is, we believe it's very fair. And it is being voted on. I think maybe 10 have accepted it. It's working through the process, so I wouldn't want to disrupt that process by, getting into the financial details of that. But I would say that it was always our position that this was the existing contract that triggered the labor dispute had been accepted by almost 27,000 people and had been in place for years, and we weren't willing to kind of rewrite that contract, and we held true to that to the end.
Okay. And from what we hear, this contract includes an extra year with a raise of 1.5%. Is that going to be the new pattern for the public service?
We did add time to the agreement, and I would say that would be anytime you get out in front with years, it is seen by other unions and assessed, and it would be a factor in the establishment of a future pattern.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you about the NSLC. They put out some of their year-end numbers, and in particular what jumps out is the year-end cannabis sales. It reached almost $140 million in sales. That's up almost 10%. What do you think about that number? And I'm wondering, does the government understand how much revenue might be lost to the shadow market that's offering out there? Just your concerns.
The illegal market that's out there is obviously a concern to us, particularly because of the public safety issue of the type of product that is sold in that illegal market. It's not regulated, and we just don't know, and it's dangerous. I believe that is a very significant market. I don't know how big. We don't have the number. We have some guesses, but they're only guesses. We can see how many shops there are. There's a lot. And I'm thankful for some of the enforcement action that the RCMP has taken and law enforcement are taking in that area. I think it's really important for public safety. But just in terms of the NSLC numbers, I mean that's a Health Canada product, regulated and sold in a safe environment that checks IDs and all this type of stuff. So, but I mean, their kind of revenues are their revenues. That's where consumers go. But the illegal market continues to be a major concern for me.
Do you care as much about the revenue or tax money that might be lost then, or is it still a public health issue at the point?
Well, so as a government, we underground economy is a concern for all. For all governments, but I would say the lights flash a little brighter and the concern gets a little higher when there's a public safety issue, and there's definitely a public safety issue with the illegal drug market.
Is Claude Bourgeois going to win that by-election next week?
I hope he does. He's an incredible person. He's a really, really strong candidate, certainly well known in the community. He's working hard. Our team's working hard. So I hope he does. But the people will decide in short order.
Okay. Other questions?
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks. Thank you. That's the shortest one in a long time.